8th grade parents and students. This video is for looking at how to get extra help or resources when you don't understand a certain concept. So one place you can go to is my.hrw.com. This is our online system. And so each student has a login to this, and to make things easy, everyone's password is 12345, so it's easy to remember. Now we don't use this a whole lot in class because unfortunately there's not a lot of resources on here. So as you'll see, there's, let me switch it to Algebra 1. So as you'll see, all there is an online textbook here. And in this program, I want to be able to assign assignments and those things, but they don't have it available for this particular curriculum, so it's very limited, and that's why I don't use it a whole lot. But this is a resource you can do. So if you go to this online textbook here, the problem is this online textbook doesn't match the sections that the book is that we're learning in, but you can still look at stuff. So for example, right now we're doing chapter 2 in 8th grade, and that's on solving inequalities. And so if you look here at the student resources, it will give you different lessons of resources that you can look at. So right here, lesson 4 is write equations and inequalities. So that's on inequalities. If I expand this out, there's quizzes, it's workshop, a study guide. So it's kind of some general lesson resources. So let's actually go to the videos and activities. I think this video and activities is actually going to be a lot more helpful. So we have a video tutor, PowerPoint presentations, animated math, which is pretty cool. So all this lesson 1 through 8 is all from chapter 1, which again, the chapter 1 that I did and the chapter 1 on here don't match up, which is why I don't use it very much. But it's order of operations, writing equations, and so I don't see anything on inequalities here. So what we can do then is switch the chapter up here. Chapter 2 is solving linear equations. That was our chapter 1 we did. So if you look, here's solving and graphing inequalities, and then systems, which you haven't done systems yet. But our chapter 2 is chapter 5 on here, so that's kind of how you can help narrow things down. Here's the inequalities. And we can go to different things. I'll just leave it where it's at, hit go. So it's all in chapter 5. So here's a video tour, how to solve multi-step. Or here's just addition subtraction if you need the basic one step with multiplication division. Let's go into multi-step 1 and just give you an idea of what this looks like.
Our school band is trying to raise money to buy new uniforms. And one of the ways they're going to do this is...
So I want to show you it's an actual video of someone explaining things. Let me skip ahead, and then she will work out the problem.
What we know is that they're going to charge $9 a bracelet. So let's just put that down. 9 times the number of bracelets.
So I want to show you that this is a resource that you also have to help you out. So that's a video tutor. And then let's look at the PowerPoint presentation. It's actually going to download it, and I open it up here. So you'd have to have PowerPoint to be able to open this. If you don't have that program, you won't be able to use this right now, but it's just another resource you can do. So this will give you some practice problems if maybe you want to just go over some problems with your child. Here you can go over how to solve this, and it gives you the answers. So then if you solve this equation, you could say, okay, so you subtract 8, multiply by 4, see what they get, and then you have the answers here to see if they're getting it right or not. So here's some practice problems they can do, and then check their answers. So that's another thing you can use. And then the animated math, so these are kind of simulations that you can look at for the different sections. Sometimes they have these games. Here's tools you can look at. So algebra tiles, it's just kind of these manipulatives that you can use, with that's 1x squared, and this is, I'm adding a negative x squared, so if I have 2 of them, how would they work together? So just interactive things you can look at. So here's like a game. Alright, sorry that might have been a little loud for you. So I just wanted to take you through some resources to help out if they need some extra resources at home. Another tool is going to Khan Academy. So Khan Academy, they'll have a mission here. You can go in the mission specifically if you want for whichever class that they're in. And again, like I said, we're doing chapter 2 on inequalities. So if you go show all skills, it will have different skills listed here that you can then focus on. Also, you'll see here, it says you added, but on the student side, it will say Mrs. Wilson recommended. So they can practice these skills I've recommended. But here we have one variable linear inequalities. So all these skills will be helpful for them. So here, if I go over, here's the multi-step linear inequalities like I had showed you before. So you can click on this and it pulls it up to the top and you can just practice it. But if you need more of the teaching part with the videos, you can always search for anything as well. So if you just search in general inequalities, it has everything here. But if you want like a video, here's the videos, plotting them, one-step word problems. So here's just like some one-step inequalities examples. Or you can jump to the exercises. I recommend jumping to the exercises, clicking on the one that you want, because in here it will give you videos that relate it. So a video of examples of how to do these one step, then here's the practice we're doing, and then here's some videos on the word problems, and you can scroll down. Oh, that's it for this one. So the play ones are video examples, and then the stars are actual examples where they're solving this. And it says stuck, these things might help. And so it has these things to help you with these videos. So that's another resource. I hope that is helpful. You can always email me anytime, and I will try also work on making more videos, examples for students. I will have videos posted both in RenWeb and on their LMS website. So for example, in RenWeb, again, this is the teacher side, so it'll look different. I said that you can watch this video, and here's a video I did of the lesson on solving inequalities, just to help out students for when you're at home, and so I will go through this step by step as a resource for you. I hope that was helpful. Thank you.